From Los Angeles to Tokyo, these 7 private jets slash Pacific crossing times with unmatched speed, range, and luxury. Now here's the thing refueling people don't realize. Los Angeles to Tokyo isn't just another long flight. It's roughly 4,700 to 4,800 nautical miles, depending on winds. A massive stretch of open ocean with almost nowhere to divert. And unlike hopping across the Atlantic, this route feels bigger, lonelier, harsher. It's just water and weather for hours. Commercial airlines grind through it in about 11 to 12 hours. You feel every one of them. But private ultra-long-range jets? They play a different game. Still, flying west toward Tokyo is no joke. The jet stream often works against you, throwing headwinds that can quietly add serious time. That's why raw speed alone doesn't win here. You need range, you need fuel reserves, you need an aircraft certified for extended overwater operations. ETOPS matters, engineering matters. This is where the Pacific separates jets that are simply fast from the truly elite ones. Some of these aircraft can make the crossing non-stop with room to spare. Others need perfect winds to pull it off. And at the very top of this list, one jet has tested speeds flirting with the sound barrier. Let that sink in. Number 7. Dassault Falcon 8X. And this is where the Pacific test really begins. The Falcon 8X comes in at around $58 million, and right away, it does something most modern business jets don't. It brings 3 engines to the fight. That tri-jet layout isn't just for show. Over thousands of miles of open Pacific water, having 3 Pratt & Whitney Canada PW307D engines adds an extra layer of operational flexibility that twin-engine rivals simply don't offer. It cruises at a maximum Mach 0.90 and carries an impressive 6,450 nautical miles range. On paper, that's enough to handle Los Angeles to Tokyo non-stop. But here's the catch. Westbound into headwinds, margins can get tight. With favorable winds, though, it makes the crossing comfortable. Expect somewhere between 8.5 and 9.5 hours, depending on conditions. And over water, that third engine matters. Oceanic routing flexibility, performance redundancy, it's subtle, but pilots appreciate it. The 8X also slips into noise-restricted airports that larger jets sometimes struggle with. That's classic Dassault engineering. Step inside and you get 1,765 cubic feet of cabin space, seating up to 16 passengers across 3 distinct living zones. It feels refined, not oversized, controlled. Its digital flight control system is derived from fighter jet technology, smoothing turbulence in a way that feels almost unfair. And the ability to land at 85% of maximum takeoff weight means quicker turnarounds without refueling headaches. For executives who want true Pacific capability without stepping into the $80 million stratosphere, this jet makes a serious case. But from here on out, the speed climbs dramatically. Number 6. Bombardier Global 7500.
Hey, 130, 13.
And here's where the Pacific starts feeling smaller. The Global 7500 sits in a different league, priced around $78 million, and it was built with ultra-long-haul missions in mind. Powering it are 2 General Electric Passport engines, delivering the muscle needed to cruise comfortably at Mach 0.925. That extra speed might not sound dramatic on paper, but over nearly 5,000 nautical miles of ocean, it adds up. Range is where this jet really flexes. With 7,700 nautical miles in its tank, Los Angeles to Tokyo isn't a stretch. It's routine. Even flying west into headwinds, you're looking at roughly 8 to 9 hours non-stop, with strong fuel reserves still intact. And this aircraft has proven it can go even further. It completed a record-setting 8,225 nautical mile flight from Sydney to Detroit non-stop. That's not marketing talk, that's capability. Step inside and you get over 2,600 cubic feet of cabin space. 4 true living areas. Not just sections, actual zones designed to feel separate. There's a permanent bed in the master suite, a full dining space, a lounge, and room to work or relax without bumping shoulders. Cabin altitude stays around 4,900 feet, which matters more than most realize. On a Pacific crossing, a lower cabin altitude means less fatigue when you land in Tokyo. Compared to the Falcon 8X, this isn't about tight margins, it's about a comfort cushion. More range buffers means fewer weather worries, fewer fuel calculations, and far more scheduling flexibility. This jet doesn't just cross the Pacific, it owns it. And just when you think this is peak luxury, the next aircraft raises the cabin game even further. And it's entering service soon. Number 5. Dassault Falcon 10X. And this is where luxury starts to feel almost unfair. The Falcon 10X, entering service in the near term, carries a price tag of around $75 million and represents Dassault's bold step into the ultra-long-range elite. Under the wing sit 2 Rolls-Royce Pearl 10X engines, pushing this jet to a cruising speed of Mach 0.925, right in the sweet spot for serious Pacific performance. Range? A solid 7,500 nautical miles. That means Los Angeles to Tokyo non-stop isn't a stretch mission. It's comfortably within capability, even with westbound headwinds trying to slow things down. Expect roughly 8 to 9 hours across the Pacific, depending on winds, and importantly, without sweating the fuel math. But here's what makes this aircraft different. It has the tallest and widest cabin of any purpose-built business jet. We're talking 6 feet 8 inches tall and 9 feet 1 inch wide. You don't step inside and feel like you're on a plane. You feel like you're in a flying penthouse. 38 windows flood the space with natural light. Cabin altitude sits at an incredibly low 3,000 feet, reducing fatigue on long hauls. Add advanced air filtration, and those long Pacific hours feel dramatically shorter. Dassault's digital flight control system includes auto-trimming technology, constantly adjusting control surfaces for optimal smoothness. It's subtle, but it shows up in the ride. French engineering has always obsessed over refinement, and here it's aimed directly at comfort over 5,000 miles of open ocean. This jet isn't chasing raw speed records. It's built to make ultra-long-haul feel effortless. But from here on out, the focus shifts. Now we enter the true speed elite. Number 4. Gulfstream G650ER. Now, this is where reputation meets reality. Valued at around $70 million on today's market, the G650ER isn't just another long-range jet. It's the one that defined the category for over a decade. Powered by 2 Rolls-Royce BR725 engines, It cruises steadily at Mach 0.925, delivering both speed and reliability across serious distances. With a 7,500 nautical mile range, Los Angeles to Tokyo isn't a stretch. It's well within its comfort zone. Even flying west into headwinds, you're looking at roughly 8 to 8.5 hours non-stop, with strong fuel margins. That buffer matters over the Pacific. And this aircraft has the receipts. It once flew 8,379 nautical miles non-stop from Singapore to Tucson, a record that proved it wasn't just marketing hype. It was a capability, certified and demonstrated. Step inside and you get a 53-foot cabin built to move 19 passengers in 3 distinct living areas. 16 panoramic windows flood the interior with natural light, creating that signature Gulfstream openness. Cabin altitude sits at about 4,000 feet, which significantly reduces fatigue after long ocean crossings. For years, this jet was the benchmark. Executives, global business leaders, and high-profile owners relied on it to connect continents on their own schedules. More than 500 were built before newer models stepped in. And that production volume tells you everything about its dominance. It balanced speed, range, comfort, and reliability in a way few jets had before it. For nearly 10 years, if you wanted to conquer the Pacific non-stop in style, this was your aircraft. But now, the numbers start climbing, because next up comes the Speed King. Number 3, Cessna Citation X Plus. And here's where things get interesting. The Citation X Plus was the undisputed speed king of business aviation. Even today, on the pre-owned market, you're looking at roughly $23 million, a fraction of the ultra-long-range giants above it. Under the wings sit 2 Rolls-Royce AE307C2 engines, pushing this jet to a blistering Mach 0.935, about 720 miles per hour. For years, nothing in its class touched that number. But here's the reality check. The range sits at about 3,460 nautical miles. That means Los Angeles to Tokyo nonstop? Not happening. The Pacific is simply too big. To make the crossing, you'd need a fuel stop. Anchorage or Hawaii would make the most sense depending on routing. And when you factor that in, total travel time stretches to roughly 10 to 11 hours, including the stop. Still respectable, still fast, but it proves something important. Speed alone doesn't conquer the Pacific. The Citation X Plus was built for short to mid-range domination. It only needs about 5,250 feet of runway for takeoff, meaning it can access airports that larger long-range jets can't. Inside, it seats up to 12 passengers in a sleek, focused cabin designed around ethics real-time than sprawling luxury. Only 29 were ever built, which adds to its legend. This jet is a specialist, perfect for high-speed missions across continents where distance isn't extreme. But when it comes to crossing 4,800 nautical miles of open ocean non-stop, range becomes king. And now we're about to meet the 2 aircraft that truly dominate the Pacific. Number 2, Gulfstream G700. And now we're stepping into serious territory. 20 panoramic windows are flooding, carrying a price around $78 million. And from then on, it positioned itself as Gulfstream's new flagship. Under the wings are 2 Rolls-Royce Pearl 700 engines, and they deliver exactly what this jet promises: power with precision. Cruising at Mach 0.935, This aircraft moves. Over the Pacific, that speed translates into real-time savings. Pair that with a 7,500 nautical mile range, and Los Angeles to Tokyo becomes an easy non-stop mission. Even flying west into headwinds, you're typically looking at around 7.5 to 8.5 hours gate to gate, depending on recognition during testing. It touched Mach 0.99, just shy of the speed of sound. That's not marketing spin, that's engineering confidence. Step inside, and the cabin stretches 57 feet long, offering 5 distinct living areas, the most in Gulfstream's lineup. 20 panoramic windows flood the space with natural light. Cabin altitude drops to an impressive 2,900 feet, which makes a noticeable difference when you step off after crossing nearly 5,000 nautical miles of open ocean. The circadian lighting system is subtle but powerful. It adjusts tone and intensity to reduce jet lag, which matters on Pacific crossings where time zones flip your body clock upside down. Compared to the G650ER, this is an evolution. Similar range, more space, faster cruise, lower cabin altitude. It builds on everything that made its predecessor dominant and refines it. Right now, this is Gulfstream's fastest production jet. But even this isn't the ceiling, because the aircraft at number 1 didn't just flirt with Mach 1 in testing, it crossed it. Number 1, Bombardier Global 8000. And this is where the conversation changes completely. The Global 8000 entered service in late 2025 with a price tag around $81 million. And it didn't just aim to lead the category, it reset it. Powered by 2 GE Passport engines, this jet cruises at Mach 0.94, about 721 miles per hour. That already makes it the fastest business jet ever built. But during testing, it did something no other civilian aircraft had done since the retirement of Concorde. It broke the sound barrier. Mach 1.015. Supersonic. In a business jet. Now it's certified for safe operations at Mach 0.94, and that certification matters. This isn't a one-off test stunt. It's engineered for over-recognized. The range stretches to 8,000 nautical miles. That means Los Angeles to Tokyo non-stop with massive reserves. Headwinds? Still comfortable. Favorable jet stream eastbound? You could see Pacific crossing times pushing toward 7 hours, or potentially less, depending on winds. Let that sink in. Crossing nearly 5,000 nautical miles of open ocean in about 7 hours. That's a different category of travel. Bombardier's smooth flex wing enhances both speed and efficiency, while also allowing access to 30% more airports than competitors. That flexibility turns global travel into something tactical. Inside, you get 2,600 cubic feet of cabin space divided into 4 zones, a full master suite, a walk-in shower, and the lowest cabin altitude in business aviation, just 2,691 feet. After a Pacific crossing, that difference hits immediately. NetJets recognized the shift and ordered 24 of them. That's not hype. That's market validation. This jet doesn't just cross the Pacific, it dominates it. Speed, range, comfort, no compromises. So where does that leave us? The fastest overall is clearly the Global 8000. The best blend of range and luxury goes to the G700 and Global 7500. The Falcon 8X brings unmatched tri-jet versatility. The Falcon 10X has a cabin width. The Citation X Plus remains the speed legend, and the G650ER stands as the proven veteran. But here's the truth. The Pacific is a different beast than the Atlantic. Los Angeles to Tokyo demands more, and only a handful truly conquer it non-stop. From Los Angeles to Tokyo, These jets turn the vast Pacific into a manageable sprint. Speed, range, and engineering excellence define this elite class. If you had to cross the world tomorrow, which one would you trust? Let me know, and I'll see you on the next flight.